Karnataka Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa, along with Minister of State of Railways Suresh Angadi, flagged off roll-on, roll-off train between Bengaluru, Nelamangala, to Maharashtra, Solapur.
The Ro-Ro service will have open flat wagon on which trucks with goods are loaded. The driver and cleaner of the lorry sit in their vehicles. They are dropped at a particular point from which they drive off. The train will take 17 hours to reach its final destination, which is at a distance of about 682 kilometers. 42 trucks with goods can be carried at time in this train. Ro-Ro train services were first introduced in Indian Railways by Konkan Railways in 1999. Headquarters of Konkan Railways is at CBD Belapur, in Navi Mumbai. Sanjay Gupta was the chairman and MD of Konkan Railway. Recently, Karnataka was in news because of its new industrial policy for the year 2020 to 2025. Important approvals of the policy are: first, it adopts a production turnover based on incentive system instead of tax-based incentives. It is a first such initiative in India. It going to set up the Karnataka Digital Economy Mission under Section 8 of the Companies Act, 2013, to promote 7,000 startups, e-commerce and other big economy companies. 49% of the share will be held by the state and remaining 51% by the industries. And the last one, the Industrial Disputes and Certain Other Laws, Karnataka Amendment Ordinance 2020. The ordinance will amend some provisions under the Industrial Disputes Act, 1947. The Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act, 1970. And the Factories Act, 1948. Industrial Disputes Act, 1947. As per the amendment made to Section 25K of the Act, the worker threshold will increase from 100 to 300, that is, those establishments that employ 300 or more people will have to seek the government's permission for closure, retrenchment, or layoff. Contract Labor Regulation and Abolition Act, 1970. As per the amendment made to the Act, the factories that hire less than 20 contract workers for electrified units and less than 50 contract workers for non-electrified works can function without government nod or inspections. Minimum Wages Act, 1948. The periodicity of the revision of minimum wages will be fixed under the Minimum Wages Act, 1948. And it will be linked to factors like inflation and the Consumer Price Index. If we talking about wages, recently global ranking of average monthly wages was released. It was prepared by Picodi.com. As per the index, India is on 72nd position with an average monthly wage of Rs 32,800. Switzerland is on top position in the ranking, with average monthly wage Rs 4,49,900, while in Cuba the average wage is the lowest at Rs 2,700. Switzerland was followed by Luxembourg and the United States, whose citizens on an average earn Rs 3,900 and 2,64,900 respectively. Indian junior women's hockey team's Ishika Chaudhary receives Eklavya Award from MP government. She was a silver medalist at the 3rd Youth Olympic Games 2018. 2018 Summer Youth Olympics was held in Buenos Aires, Argentina. India lost the final match against Argentina. Indian women's national field hockey team is ranked 9th in the FIH World Rankings. FIH stands for International Hockey Federation. Its headquarters is in Lausanne, Switzerland. Thierry Weil is the CEO of FIH. Some other medalists who won gold in 3rd Youth Olympic Games. Jeremy Lalrinanga won India's first ever gold medal in weightlifting. Manu Bahakar became the first Indian girl to win a Youth Olympics gold medal in air gun shooting. She also represented India at the 2018 and won 2 gold medals. She is the youngest Indian to win a gold medal at the ISSF. International Shooting Sport Federation. IT Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad launched Chunauti, Next Generation Startup Contest. Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology launched Next Generation Startup Challenge Contest Chunauti to encourage startups and software products with special focus on Tier 2 towns. This contest is a part of 95 crore rupees program, spanning over 3 years, will hunt for around 300 startups working in identified areas, and to provide them seed funds of up to 25 lakh rupees, and other support from government through the Software Technology Parks of India. Recently Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology is in news because it has signed MOU between National E-Governance Division with CSC Common Service Centers to facilitate delivery of Umang app services at CSC centers. Umang stands for Unified Mobile Application for New Age Governance. It is a common, unified platform and mobile app to facilitate a single point of access to all government services. IIT, Indore to teach ancient Indian sciences in Sanskrit. IIT, Indore has introduced a one-of-its-kind course to teach classical scientific texts to students in Sanskrit. The officiating director of IIT Indore, Professor Nilesh Kumar Jain, who inaugurated the course. The course was titled Understanding Classical Scientific Texts of India in an Immersive Sanskrit Environment. The course was started in a bid to expose the present generation to ancient knowledge. Ancient texts of India, originally composed in Sanskrit, have a rich heritage of mathematical and scientific knowledge, and the present generation is unaware of this. Military exercise. India recently announced its withdrawal from the international military exercise to be held in Russia, between September 15 to 26. It is a joint military exercise where the member countries of SCO and Central Asian countries are to participate in the exercise. SCO stands for Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Is a permanent intergovernmental international organization. The organization has two permanent bodies. SCO Secretariat based in Beijing, and the Executive Committee of the Regional Anti-Terrorist Structure based in Tashkent. Rashid Alamov, Tajikistan, is the SCO Secretary General. Yevgeny Sisoyev, Russia, is the Director of the Executive Committee. Both are appointed by the Council of Heads of State for a term of 3 years. Union Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has informed toy and puppet making skills will be developed among school students. Indigenous toy making to be introduced with the theme in Kala Utsav. Encourage students to explore, develop variety of local toys. Recently Union Education Minister was in news because of its Mano Darpan initiative. The initiative provides psychosocial support to students, teachers and parents and addresses their issues related to mental health and emotional well-being. Union Cabinet chaired by the Prime Minister Narendra Modi approved the first education policy of the 21st century, that is National Education Policy (NAP) 2020, which has replaced 34 years old NEP 1986. There is a major structural reform in the school system from the 10+2 model to 5+3+3+4 model. Foundational stage, 5 years, it will consist of 3 years of Anganwadi or preschool, and 2 years in primary school of grades 1 and 2. Preparatory stage, 3 years, and experiential learning across sciences, mathematics, arts, social sciences, and humanities will be introduced in grades 3 to 5. Middle stage, 3 years, it will have subject-oriented teaching and curricular style for grades 6 to 8. The school system will integrate vocation education. Secondary stage, 4 years, it will also consist of 2 parts. Grade 9 and 10 and grade 11 and 12, and will have greater depth curricular and student choice of subjects.